And I'm dead. What is bro doing? I'm getting teabagged by an NPC. Great, that's just great. World of Stands tier list PVE edition. If you didn't watch the general World of Stands tier list that I made, go watch it. Okay, let's start with Star Platinum. Star Platinum remains strong for PvP, but don't confuse. Star Platinum do not fit PvE, mainly because he's just not flexible in PvE, so he's on B. As I mentioned before, Charge Reclaim is really good for both PvE and PvP. He is flexible. There is only one red flag and it's the cooldown, so try your best not to miss any move. He's on S. Crazy Diamond is godly in PvP, but in PvE is actually not that good. You need to learn to pair his combos. He has only one AoE move, which is why he saved himself from being on D, so he's also on B. Magician's Red remains the same rank. The update didn't really do anything to him, so like I said before, he's good for both PvE and PvP. The only matter here is your skill. He's on A. The world is also insanely good for PvE and PvP. When I think about it, many stands are really good in both combat systems. Anyways, I would say he's a little bit boring after a while, but he still remains in A. Red Hot Chili Pepper is slightly bad in PvE. I mean, it's not like he's bad for PvE, it's just that a mixture of his moves are just terrible for PvE. If you know how to play Red Hot Chili Pepper in general, then you don't have to worry. Overall, B for PvE. The hand is of course great for PvE. He's simple and not that complicated to use, especially when it comes for fighting against bosses or NPCs. Also, credit for his damage. The hand is on A. And for our great Cars Ultimate Lifeform, many people requested me to rank him. I would say it's pretty hard since he is a post tool and not player base, but from fighting cars, I can say he's broken as hell. He's on S. And Vampire. Samus Ultimate Lifeform, this is NPC based tool and not player, but in terms of PvE, he's the opposite from Cars Ultimate Lifeform. He's on D. Death 13 is awful for PvE, and I will explain. I used to play with Death 13 against bosses, and he has many glitches. Sometimes it doesn't catch the boss or the NPCs in the dream world, so it's a game mechanic thing and not personal, so he's on C. The Sun is actually fun and great for PvE. For the Sun players out there, he has no actual barrage, so against bosses, it's a problem. I realized after the update, the Sun is slowly getting weak because of the fact more stuns are being added. He remains on A. Anubis is really flexible, and he's kinda tricky. He requires skill, so if you're planning to do the storyline with Anubis, it's okay. For beginners, bad idea, pass. For people who want some challenge, go for it. He also remains on C. Silver Chariot is pretty simple. I'll probably go harsh on Silver Chariot here, but many stands can rip him off regardless if it's PvE or PvP. So instead of Silver Chariot, use the world for PvE. He remains on B. Oh no, come on. Now I just realized. The B and C switched. Well, let me just fix it real quick. So, like, everything is normal, just pretend nothing happened. Gold Experience is decent for PvE, and I think I already said that. He's too complicated for you to use in PvE. Maybe in Teamworks, against bosses, it's okay, but if you are a Gold Experience expert, you can be dangerous. Anyways, he still remains on B. Echoes is so powerful and great for PvE, there is no debate, especially for beginners. Over time you can move on to a different stand, but he's basically the definition of starting spot for beginners. He is S for me. I would say there is a battle here between Echoes and Weather Report on which one is the best for PvE, but I think Echoes takes him only by a little. Weather Report in general is a great fit for PvE for the reasons he owns both range and melee combat moves. He is A. I added Whitesnake because I forgot. Anyways, after the update, now I can for sure say that I was right. Whitesnake is overpowered in PvP and in PvE slightly decent. It took me time to use Whitesnake, so he also remains on A. Sticky Fingers is decent for PvE. His range is really good, but all the range in the world won't help you if some of the moves are just not great for PvE, but he remains on B. King Crimson is good for PvE, but you do want to use him more on PvP. I don't see any issue with King Crimson when it comes to PvE, but I wouldn't say he's the best for PvE, so he still remains on A. Killer Queen is on S, no debate. His structure of having insane amount of range and AoE type moves just make it simple for people to understand that when it comes to Killer Queen, it's always great choice for PvE. Now for the new stands. Emperor. I do want to say, and please take that with a grain of salt, he's one of the worst stands in the game. He has no barge, he has low damage, his combos are weak and unreliable. He needs a buff. Emperor is on D. Now Geb. There is a debate out there that Geb needs a buff, which I see as kind of a confusion from the community side. Geb is awesome specifically for PvE. I think when people meant a buff, they meant for his damage, because his moves are great. Geb is on A. And for the last one, Cream. Let me clear things out here. Cream is the only stand that mesh the same level of PvE and PvP at the same time. Like, there is no difference. As for if he's strong for PvE, yeah, he is, but not over the top. He is on A. Almost forgot about Aerophone Green. Aerophone Green is really good for PvE. Almost every move of him can help you against bosses and NPCs, and one of the best stands to do in any possible domain. Yet his damage is still low. He's on A. That is the tier list. I want to remind you that it is PvE tier list. So like, if Echoes fought Crazy Diamond right now, Echoes will lose 100%. I'm also going to make PvP tier list for World of Stands. And when more update is going to be released, I will make updated version for all the tier lists, both for PvE and for PvP. I also wanted to say that you should take everything I say here with a grain of salt, as everything I said in this video is based on my personal opinion and personal experience, and I'm sure some people have better experience than me. One more thing, please comment me video suggestion in the comments, or something you wish to see in my channel. It can be a game suggestion, a tier list, or just something you want to ask me in general. I don't always have ideas, so you can help me. I was Chibi, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.